From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Tisha Bader.
Hi, I'm Micah Halpern, sitting in for Tisha Bader, and here is the JBS News Update for Friday, December 15th, 2023. The IDF government's logistics coordinator for Gaza announced that 193 trucks carrying humanitarian aid, including food, water, and medical supplies, were inspected and allowed to enter the Gaza Strip via Rafah crossing. As per the statement, on Thursday, inspections were conducted at Kerem Shalom crossing for 79 trucks and at Nitzana for 114 trucks, which also passed through into Gaza carrying aid. The United States is spearheading a multinational force in the Red Sea to protect ships from Iranian attacks. In response, Iran's defense minister Mohammad Reza Ashtiani warned that the proposed U.S.-backed multinational task force to protect shipping in the Red Sea would face, quote, extraordinary problems, unquote. According to an official Iranian media report, Ashtiani told the official Iranian student news agency, the ISNA, that, and this is the quote, if they make such an irrational move, they will be faced with extraordinary problems, unquote. A wartime opinion poll among Palestinians that was published this week shows both a rise in support for Hamas, even within the Gaza Strip, and there was an overwhelming rejection of the Western-backed Palestinian Authority, the PA's, President Mahmoud Abbas. Additionally, 57% of respondents in Gaza and 82% of West Bank respondents believe that Hamas was correct in launching the October 7th attack. A large majority believe that Hamas's claims that it acted to defend the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem against Jewish extremists and to win the release of Palestinian prisoners. Only 10% of those polled said that they believe Hamas has committed war crimes, and the large majority said they did not see videos showing the terrorists committing atrocities. Overall, 88% want Abbas to resign, which is up 10 percent points from 3 months ago. In the West Bank, 92% call for Abbas's resignation and see him as corrupt, autocratic, and totally ineffective. According to the poll, 44% of those in the West Bank support Hamas, which is up from just 12% in September. In Gaza, Hamas received 42% support, up slightly from 38 3 months ago. The survey was conducted by a Palestinian poller from November 22nd to December 2nd among 1,231 people in the West Bank and Gaza and had a margin of error of 4 percent points. In Gaza, poll workers conducted 481 in-person interviews during the week-long ceasefire that ended December 1st. The Hebrew press in Israel is reporting dramatic tensions between senior Hamas officials about talks between the Palestinian Authority. According to Israel's Channel 12 News, Hamas's Gaza head, Yahya Sinwar, says absolutely no talks between Hamas leaders and officials from the Palestinian Authority are justified. It should not happen in his eyes. Sinwar's outburst came as a result of talks between top Hamas leaders outside Gaza, including Ismail Haniyeh and Khaled Mashal, and advisors of the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. The talks focused on preparing for the end of the Israeli war in Gaza and the possibility of establishing a united Palestinian leadership after the war. Deep inside his bunker, Sinwar reportedly went on a rampage after hearing about the talks and vehemently opposed holding any further talks between the two sides. The dispute seems to revolve around the differing stances of those who are already planning for the future and Sinwar, who believes that the battle against Israel is far from over. And now for a look at this evening's program on JBS. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, it's the film A Cantor's Head. At 10, author Jonathan Rosen discusses his book, The Best Minds, a story of friendship, madness, and the tragedy of good intentions. At 10:30, It's a replay of the Hampton Synagogue Services, and then a replay from the Central Synagogue. And coming up next, it's a look at this week's Torah Portion. This is Micah Halpern and the JBS News Update. This was the last day of Hanukkah. I hope you enjoyed your Hanukkah, and I want to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom.